Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tee. Okay, just first thing today while I remember it. One of the guys that post on the channel regularly, Tony, if you're watching this, Tony's got a replacement hip, and it's in his right hip, and he's having difficulty with channel lock because it loads the trail hip so much. And he said that he gets out on the golf course and he hits it great with that loading in there, but he pays for it with the pain afterwards. And he asked the question, could we do channel lock with a front axis loading? And guys, I said at the time, I don't know. So I'm going to sort of try and work something out today about a trail axis loading, but with a back ball position. I've never tried that. I have tried it, but never pursued it. But technically, I mean, theoretically, you should be able to do it. All it would do for me is it would make it harder for me to be able to get into my turn in the backswing, because I've got weight loaded over here, and I've got to get that weight into that trail side. But maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just stay there and pull the club back with the back foot ball position. I don't know, I'm going to try it. Let me have a look. It'll be interesting. Carrying on with our theme of grip down. Okay, back foot ball position. But load over here, so I've unloaded the trail weight. Now that feels strange. Yeah. But what it does, guys, what is immediately, straight away there, what I feel is a byproduct, and a great byproduct, is that left knee, or that lead knee, immediately gets into flex. Gets into that position. It's already there. We don't have to do anything about it. It's already there. So from that point of view, it might be good. So let's see if we can hit it. With the lead axis loaded into our lead knee, and the trail axis not taking a lot of the load. Let's have a look. It's the first hit with it, so it could be very interesting. Here we are, trail foot, unload the trail side, load the lead side. Look at this, guys, look. Yeah. Well, the contact on a scale of 1 to 10 was 10. Extraordinary. So the answer to that, Tony, is yes, you can. The plus I see there is that for guys that have trouble loading, getting that lead knee bent and keeping it bent, this will help you. I didn't have any trouble keeping my shoulders closed, because having my weight on that lead side is actually automatically lock that hip up, which is going to lock the torso and lock the shoulders. Wow. Here we go. Loaded left. Loaded left, staying left. I feel a lot more torque in the backswing because I'm loaded on my left side, my lead side. It's a lot more torque. Trail foot's unloaded. Lead foot's normally unloaded. Well, I got to tell you guys, and particularly Tony, that ball flight there is every bit as good as any ball flight that I hit from a trail axis. So there is an option, you can use a forward axis or a trail axis. But what I think you have to do in terms of impact is that you have to still try and keep the trail leg bent and the trail foot on the ground. Still got to do that. You don't want to be releasing that trail foot because that's just going to spin everything. So we still have to adhere to that part of the protocol. Look at this. What it does do for me is it makes my attack plane a bit steeper. Clearly because I've got more weight on the lead side. Just makes it a little bit steeper, that's all. But if you can put up with that, that's okay. But that contact is fantastic. Now for anybody that has problems with their trail hip, or trail knee or whatever, well, you can load left. And these are the first shots I'm hitting with. I haven't hit one shot. Not one. That's loaded here. If anything, I'm actually pushing off that trail foot into that lead side. But I want to stay in that trail side when I hit it, clearly, and I do, because the trail foot is down. Feels funny for me, but technically, yeah, you can do it. They're just dead straight. I feel, for me, I feel unbalanced clearly because I'm used to having my weight over here. And I wouldn't swing there, I don't need to. But if there is a need to get the weight or the pressure out of the trail, do it. Well, it's certainly easy to keep the lead knee bent. No question about that. Really easy. Because it's already bent and it's already loaded. Look at this, guys, right down to the end of the grip. Right, full swing, loaded left. Loaded in the lead. Tell you what's very interesting. There's no movement on the ball. None. Dead straight. So the path, the attack path is a little bit different. It's clearly not as much in to out as it normally is. Just dead straight. Beautiful fly. Well, they're right out of the centre of the club. I'm struggling a bit with the tempo because I I'm so used to be loaded into the trail side. Well, when I go and pick those balls up, they'll all be, 20-foot circle. Well, full swing. Full swing. I find it extraordinary that there's no movement on the ball, like that. Just go dead straight. And what I don't have is any feeling in the face doing anything. Don't know. Well, I get every bit as much power and accuracy doing that. It's tough on my timing because I'm just not used to be loaded left. But the ball's flying beautiful. And they're just dead centre hits. I'll try and play it way back and get a lot of load left. Well, that's interesting. Playing that ball further back with a lot of loaded left. Wow. So it's an option, guys. It's not what I would do in channel lock, but it's an option. Actually, I better hit a channel lock and see if I've still got my channel locks now. This will be interesting because there's really strong left to right wind here, and those balls were holding their line. Out of bounds fence up there, I'm aiming between the tree and the out of bounds fence. It's about 15 yards. Every ball is dead centre in there. Hasn't moved. Normal channel lock. Way back ball position. That's interesting. As soon as I go back there, I get a little draw. I could play with both of those trail or forward axis. I could play with both of them, no trouble. This is unloaded. So to answer your query, Tony, yes you can load forward. But I would say play the ball a bit further back. Hit another forward load. It's hard on my timing because I haven't got a protocol for loading left. The shots are great. Look, they're all dead centre. Come on. So guys, it's an option for anybody. if people have, you know, trouble getting off their left side, then you can stay on your left side. Or your lead side. Well, that's every bit as good as any shot that I can hit with trail loading. It's a little bit more difficult to keep my shoulders closed. Well, it feels like that, but maybe because that lead knee is pushed forward, it's helping by keeping the lead hip shut. That was a beautiful shot. And that ball is way back. Look at this. It's amazing the gripping down, guys. I've got my new specification 40-inch driver in manufacture right now. It's not a new driver, it's an old head. We're using an old head because it's got all these ports around the outside where you can stick weights in them. It's an old golf club. It'll be 10 years old. It's got great to be able to put heavy weights in there. So I should have that. I might have it, you know, probably Monday, Tuesday next week. Okay guys, lead loaded. It's just amazing, I mean, no movement on the ball. Still keeping the feet down. What can I say? They are equally in ball flight and strike quality as good as trail side. Harder to do because my timing feels different. The strike's just as good. Just got back and didn't know where I was. What are you doing? That's a cross program. Then this program's come into the old one. Sure. Okay, Tony, so the answer to your query is yes, you can do it. Just load it over there. But stay here when you hit it. Keep that trail foot down. Here. And having that load left, for some reason, just seems to set the lead knee in a really strong position. One more. See if I can give this a real full Monty. That's a big load into the lead side. Just makes my swing attack plane just a little bit steep. Okay, Tony, so yeah, you can do that. And for any of you other guys that want to do it. But you've got to keep all the other protocols in.